I am Tim. I am the resident biologist of Fish and Pets, and I'm going to help you to set up your first tank. So, first thing, of course, that you want to get is your tank. Comes in a variety of sizes, anywhere from basic quarter gallon to 100 plus gallons. But for your purposes, I mean, we'll start with this little 10 gallon. The most important thing when setting these up is to find a level place. So that's why you get your handy little level and make sure that it's going to sit properly. You want to make sure it's not getting any direct sunlight, because that'll make a lot of algae grow. And you want to make sure it is away from heat vents and that sort of thing, because that'll fluctuate the temperature greatly. Once you have the tank and stand in the place you want, you will start by getting some gravel. So we've got your natural gravel here, and then we also have the fun colors. And usually we tend to say about 1 pound to 2 pounds per gallon of water, and that should give you a nice base layer. Once you have that, you of course want to start with the water. So for this, we're just going to say use your basic tap water straight from the tap. Don't use any sort of distilled water or spring water, because that is still got toxins and that sort of stuff in it that are harmful to fish. Once you get your tap water, there are 4 major things that you want to be putting into it right away. The first is going to be your flugel dechlorinator. That's going to take out your chlorine. Chloramines takes out heavy metals and helps to provide a slime coat for your fish. The next thing is the bacteria, which helps in something called the nitrogen cycle, which I will be covering a little bit later in the seminar. You will also want to put aquarium salt in. It's kind of like Gatorade for us. It's going to help to replenish any electrolytes that are taken out from the water. It's going to help to increase the slime coat on the fish, so it's going to decrease disease potential and parasites. And then finally, you will want to put in the waste control, because that is going to break down all of the nasty gunk into something the bacteria can take care of, and then you will take out that end process with your water changes. So once you've treated all of the water, you then have to get a filter on there. So we've got a variety of different kinds of filters. This one's your basic hang on the back. Just sits right on the back here. Plug it in, and it just goes. After that, you are going to want to be able to monitor the temperature. So we've got your thermometers, also come in a variety of different styles. And then we also need to put in a heater. And your heater is going to help keep the temperature stable. So if you've got a drafty house, you're going to want to have it in there just so it'll stay constant. After that, finally, you can put in your decorations. So, got some of the more natural stuff, which is what I tend to like. You can also do things like big SpongeBob toys and all sorts of other fun little creative things. The last thing for your setup you'll need is going to be your hood and light. So, again, there's a couple of different varieties. There's incandescent, fluorescent, and then your LEDs. Incandescents are your basic stuff. We usually don't suggest them because they put out extra heat to fluctuate the tank that they're in. So we prefer to go with fluorescents, or optimally the new LEDs that they're coming out with. And so we've got the setup. The next thing we're going to be talking about is, let's say, basic maintenance. So We like to say once a week, take out 10% of the water with your siphon. You're also going to be going through the gravel with this. It's going to help pull out excess waste and keep the water cleaner. While you're doing that, we also have the algae scraping equipment. Again, comes in a variety of different styles. You've got your basic sponges, and then you've got your magnetic ones, which are fun because they keep your arm dry and allow you to get all that algae. And then finally, for maintenance, once a month, you will be replacing the cartridges that are in your filter. And you want to change that once a month, not just rinse it, because the carbon in it does reach a point where it can't pull out any more waste, and so that's when you change it, and usually that's about a month. Now, once you've been doing all of that stuff, you can monitor your water quality with one of these master test kits. It allows you to make sure your water is going to stay stable. It's going to alert you to if you have any issues. Just test the water and it'll help you figure that out.